Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're hiking the Point Lobos Trail just outside of Monterey, California. Let's go. From the state park entrance, you turn left onto the South Plateau Trail. This part of the trail takes you along Highway 1 to the water. Perfect hike to kick off the new year.
Happy New Year!
Yeah, we're on the way to the Bird Island Lookout. Should be probably around a mile, maybe a little less. And then we'll take a right turn along the water and continue on. Here you have the chance to turn right to the Pine Ridge Trail, but we're continuing on the South Plateau Trail. So far, it's a super beautiful trail with all these fallen trees around you. It's pretty quiet and calm, even though it's super busy. At least the parking situation was super busy because of the New Year's holiday. There's a little bit of elevation, like right here, but nothing too bad, honestly. Pretty chill, at least so far. The trees look really cool, super funky with all of this hanging off. Can't recall what it's called, but let me know in the comments. You can see the water through the trees, so we're almost at the water. So we're staying on the South Plateau Trail. Gibson Beach is closed right now, so we can't go down there. But yeah, we're just going to the Bird Island Lookout right now. You can already see the water in the back. It looks super pretty. And yeah, right here is where the trail splits up to the Bird Island Trail. That looks insane. It's so pretty. Those houses up there are probably super expensive. Yeah, you can kind of see back there where the trail would have come down, but it's closed right now. Like I said, super pretty. Yeah, the views are absolutely insane. Like and subscribe so we can afford a house right there. So as I said before, we're on the Bird Island Loop right now. So basically take a small lap, shouldn't be any more than 0.2 miles probably, and then head back on the South Plateau Trail. Yeah, this right here is Bird Island.
On Bird Island, there are birds.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. The water is super blue. Yeah, when we were driving here in the car, I was kind of worried because I was getting hot because the sun was beaming through the wind, like the windshield. But now with the wind and stuff, it feels perfect. We have about, what is it, like 55, 50 degrees right now. And so, perfect thing. There's a seal right there. I don't know if you can see it on the video with the shade, but there's a seal right there just sleeping. And now it's time to finish the loop and head back onto the trail. And we're gonna head right over here. So we just finished the Bird Island Loop over there, and now we continue our hike, and in the back you can see China Grove behind me. We also saw this before. This was where the seal was earlier, just from a different angle from over here. Now we're continuing on. We're about a mile in-ish. After about 1.2 miles, you get to the Bird Island parking lot right here. The trail pretty much goes right through it. You can either take the stairs just behind me, or you just continue on the trail right here. And then it loops to the left, and you cross the parking lot and just continue on. So now we're continuing on the Southshore Trail. Yeah, I mean, as the name says, you're pretty much along the water the whole way. Super pretty, super calming, even though the water looks kind of rough right now. Well, we decided to go down to the beach. All these different rock formations, like not only here, but all over the coastline here, looks so cool with the water coming in different ways, depending on the rock formation and the formation of the sea floor. It just makes it super unique everywhere you go, and just a different environment every corner you turn, pretty much. There's all these different shells and hermit crabs around. Obviously, we're leaving them right here, but they're just super cool to look at. And yeah, all the coral is kind of crazy too. I don't think I've ever seen this much coral on the beach. Yeah, Kinley's right. Is that a good or bad thing? You let me know in the comments. Look at how shiny this is from the inside. I don't think you can see it on a video, but it looks insane. Well, I wasn't paying attention, and the water does come up to here. So now my feet are wet, completely drenched. I was in the water up to like right here pretty much. Well, it's gonna be a fun hike. Of course, I didn't bring a change of clothes or a second pair of socks. So the shoes are gonna stay, or the socks and shoes and feet are gonna stay wet for a while. I hope they dry off. I think it should be warm enough though. Yeah, we still got about 4 miles to go, so we'll see. Yeah, like I said, insane rock formations all over the place and all these different small beaches. It's so much fun to explore all these different small areas. And yeah, we're about 1.7 miles in right now. So we got about a little over 4 miles to go. You can see a big chunk of kelp down there. Kind of crazy how huge it is. Now the sun's coming back out, so my feet might dry a little faster. But honestly, it feels fine so far. So we'll see. The water seems super shallow right here. The trail meets this road right here, but as you can see up here, we're off the road again.
We started here and we've gone down this way to here. We have to go this way.
I guess it's not that bad. We still got about 2/3 of the way left, so should be fun. So far we're on about an hour, so the 3 hours should be pretty accurate. At the end of this video, we're also gonna rate this trail in our usual categories, so stick around till the end to see how we rate this trail. We have a little bit of a climb coming up, as you can see right here. We're gonna continue on the trail, and the trail will lead us right over here onto this rock right there. Monterey Bay is also great for whale watching year-round. So far we haven't had any luck on this trip, but we'll keep an eye out. So you can see Bird Island in the distance. We were all the way over there. Right now, we're continuing up this hill and over to the lookout over there. So from the Southshore Trail, we just got to the Sand Hill Trail. So we're gonna do a little loop up here and then continue on. Over here, you can kind of hear the seals in the distance, but we weren't really able to see them, but we could hear them. So from here, from the Sea Lion Trail, we're gonna go over to the Cypress Grove Trail over here. And yeah, it should only take about 0.1 miles. So for now, we're going on the Cypress Grove Trail and then continuing on the Northshore Trail. Trees here look really cool. Like, look at that.
The cypress?
I guess they're called cypress trees, I'm told. Makes sense, since this is called the Cypress Grove. Now it all makes sense. Thank you for educating me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, the cliff right here is pretty impressive. You gotta be careful not to fall, but it looks super cool. Yeah, we pretty much just reached the tip of the Cypress Grove Trail. Now we're gonna head back on the north side of this trail. We were just talking about, it's kind of crazy how high the mountains are right up the coast. You can see it here through the trees right there. It's kind of crazy how high they are right off the beach. Now we're back on the Northshore Trail, basically going around the north side of Point Lobos now. So we're on the back half of this trail. Definitely a little more chilly in the shade without the sun and with the wind, so I'm glad I'm wearing the sweater. On the Northshore Trail, you have the opportunity to take all these different small trails off the trail to the different outlooks. It's kind of the same on all of them. You see the different bays, the different caves, the different groves with water and the rock formations. Very pretty. So it's really up to you how long you want to go on to the hike. We take one every now and then, but by now on the back end of the trail, we're also ready to get back and to get some lunch. So we take about every third of them and just enjoy the view. Here, as you can see, you always have the opportunity to cut inland, but we're staying on the Northshore Trail. So you just continue straight along the shoreline. Right now, we're making our way up to the Point Lobos viewpoint. From here, you can see Whalers Cove. This is a crazy view. And then we're gonna continue back on the road right here. We're gonna do a tiny little loop right here at Point Lobos viewpoint and then head back. Earlier up there, we were at Bluefin Cove, or at the viewpoint for that. It was really pretty. Just another beautiful cove. Really clear water, almost bluish. Yeah, there's also divers out here. That's so cool. Granite Point Trail, trail length 0.36 miles. Let's go. So we just turned right on the Carmelo Meadow Trail, making our way back to the park entrance. From there, we're gonna go to the parking lot. We parked on one, as we said before. This marks the end of the trail. All right, we just made it back to the car. In total, it was... we gotta stop the Garmins. In total, it was just under 6 miles for us. Beautiful views, beautiful trail. Now to our scores. First, the views. Out of 5 stars, what do you give it, Kayla?
I give it 5 stars. It was like the whole trail had views of, like, for the most part, views of the ocean, and then it was like always changing, and it was gorgeous.
Yeah, I agree. I also give it 5 out of 5 stars. Now on to the difficulty. What do you think?
Out of 5, I would say like maybe like a 2.5. Like it was like all like pretty easy stuff, like a little bit of elevation and stuff, but it was fairly easy. I
agree. For me, it's a 2 out of 5. Pretty easy, some rolling hills, but nothing too technical or anything. Yeah. Now, overall, what do you give this trail?
I'm gonna say like a 4.8. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous.
4.8?
And well, also because like of the day, like the day that we had, like it was a gorgeous day out, like perfect weather. Like we're wearing like sweaters and like I didn't sweat at all, and it was perfect. I
100% agree. For me, it's 4.5 out of 5. I thought, even though it's super busy, like if you could see around here, traffic is crazy, parking is crazy.
We parked like a quarter mile from like the entrance of the park.
Yeah, and people are just like going past us on one right now. But it spreads out on the trail, surprisingly, so I enjoyed that. And yeah, overall, amazing views, amazing wildlife as well, like from seals to otters to birds. We saw everything. So 4.5 out of 5. To people. Yeah, some of them were pretty wild. So just overall, amazing experience, and we would definitely recommend you try this trail. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.